All right, let's jump right in. If you're someone who lives and breathes process improvement, we're going to talk about something really exciting today. We're looking at how the proven discipline of DMAIC is getting a major upgrade with a new layer of intelligence.
So let's kick things off with a big question. We've all got decades of rigorous industrial discipline under our belts, right? But what happens, what do we actually unlock when we fuse that discipline with real, intuitive, system-wide intelligence?
Now, before we look to the future, we have to acknowledge where we are right now. And where we are is on a foundation of excellence, one that all of you listening have helped build.
I mean, let's be crystal clear about this. Lean Six Sigma has absolutely changed the world of business. It taught us how to see waste, how to measure variation. And its core framework, you know it, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, is incredibly powerful. The bottom line is DMAIC works, period.
But you know, the world just doesn't sit still. The reality we're all dealing with on the ground today, well, it's a completely different beast than the one where these amazing tools were first created. Everything is just faster, but it's not just about speed. Our systems are way more complex, and they're interconnected in ways we've never seen before. I mean, think about a modern supply chain or a factory floor. You've got thousands of variables, all talking to each other, creating a massive web of dependencies. And this image here really gets at the heart of it. It's not a straight line from A to B anymore, is it? We're dealing with all these variables that cause ripples across the entire system in totally non-linear ways. It's impossible to track with a spreadsheet and a stopwatch alone.
And this new reality, well, it's starting to create some friction. It's exposing the limits of our traditional toolkit. So the real question is, where exactly are our tried-and-true methods starting to feel the strain?
And I'm willing to bet these pain points are going to sound familiar. For one, root causes aren't these nice static things we can pin down anymore. They're moving targets. We also know that running real-world experiments is often way too slow, way too risky, or just flat-out expensive. But the biggest one, the one that keeps us up at night, is trying to find the real why, the true causation, when it's buried in a sea of misleading correlations.
Okay, now this next part is maybe the most important idea we're going to talk about. The challenges we're facing are not a failure of Lean Six Sigma. This is not a weakness in the methodology. It is, plain and simple, a tooling gap. We have the right discipline, we just need a new kind of tool for this new kind of problem.
So, if we have a tooling gap, the obvious question is, how do we close it? Well, the answer comes in the form of a really powerful digital upgrade.
And here is the solution. You've got the Lean Six Sigma Institute, the gold standard for process discipline, partnering with Enterprise Minds TwinArc. Now, these guys are leaders in what's called causal AI. It's AI that doesn't just see what's happening, it actually understands why it's happening. This isn't about replacing anything, it's about creating a powerful new synergy.
You gotta love this analogy. LSSI brings the logic. That's the DMAIC framework we know and trust, the culture of discipline. And TwinArc brings the nervous system, the ability to feel what's happening everywhere in real time, to run simulations, and to really understand the entire system as a living thing.
And what happens when you combine that solid logic with a lightning-fast nervous system? Well, for the first time ever, our teams can stop reacting to what just happened and start predicting and shaping what's going to happen next. You can finally get ahead of the system.
And that shift from being reactive to being proactive, it isn't just a small step forward. It's a whole new paradigm. We're talking about a move from continuous improvement to, well, continuous intelligence.
Think about it like this. For years, we've been practicing static lean. You know, we do a project, we get an improvement, and then we move on. Now we can move to dynamic lean, a state where optimization is always on. It's automated, and it's happening continuously, 24/7.
And this visual just says it all, doesn't it? It's about moving away from the chaotic noise of constantly putting out fires and getting into this smooth, predictable rhythm of organizational calm, even when things are incredibly complex.
So, what does this actually look like on the ground? Well, your improvement process is now truly always on. Your learning cycles, they go from months down to minutes. And that, of course, means way fewer fire drills, which leads directly to that sense of calm and control, even when complexity is off the charts.
And look, let's just call it what it is. This is not about some vague Industry 4.0 buzzword. This isn't hype. This is simply DMAIC evolving. It's DMAIC finally getting the tools it deserves for the 21st century.
So the path forward is actually pretty clear. It's all about making an evolution, upgrading your capability to a state of continuous intelligence.
And here's probably the best way to think about it. You've already done the really hard work. You've built that foundation of LSI fundamentals. The next logical step is to install this digital monitor, TwinArc, right on top to protect, sustain, and amplify the value of everything you've already accomplished.
The Lean Six Sigma Institute is leading this charge, pioneering this evolution. So really, there's only one question left to ask. Are you ready to upgrade your operation to a state of continuous intelligence?
And getting started couldn't be simpler. Your next step is just to have a conversation with the people you already know and trust. All you have to do is reach out to your consulting partner at the Lean Six Sigma Institute, and they'll tell you everything you need to know. We'll just leave you with this one last thought. This is more than just a new tool. It's an invitation to help co-create the future of operational excellence, a future where that discipline we all value so much is supercharged by incredible intelligence.